Cool. Welcome to Legacy Larder. We are today going to make lemon pie and meringue crust. So this recipe is quite old. It's from a great-grandmother. So it's got to be, I don't know, probably around 100 years old.
Oh.
Over 75 anyway.
Yep.
So we're going to get cracking. Bump with some eggs. So first thing we have to do is get all of our jewelry off.
Yep.
And separate egg yolks and egg whites.
Did you take all your jewelry off? Good job.
Thanks. All right, so Sadie is going to get started with that.
So if you don't know the best way to separate eggs, it's
One way. There's lots of ways.
Well, yeah, there's lots of ways, but my favorite way is to have the egg white bowl under what you're cracking, and then your egg yolk bowl next to it. So you can put your egg whites into this bowl, and then I can just plop the egg yolk in the other bowl. Now, I'm not very good at separating eggs.
Another way to do it? Go ahead and crack it. Okay, do your way first. Should have had a timer going, so we could have a race. Okay. Good.
Since that doesn't
Almost
waste
there.
very much of the egg yolk, I mean the egg white. And we'll use both parts of the egg in this recipe, but
so don't feed them to your cats.
No, do not, or your dogs.
I'll do the next one.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Are you ready? And then you're just gonna pick it up with your fingers. Yeah, that's quicker. I'll cut it off for you, Dad. Oh no! Don't crack the yolk.
Look.
Good
There we
job.
go.
Okay.
A little messier, maybe a little quicker.
Maybe it's a little funner. A lot funner.
Touch the egg.
More fun. Wah!
Holy crazy.
That one was a little messy. Not super messy, just a little messy. Instead of just grabbing it like that too, you can pick it up with your hands. Your whole hand.
So the reason we're separating these, the yolks we're going to use for the filling of the lemon pie, and the whites we're going to whip up into a meringue for the crust.
And
so,
if you don't know what a meringue is, it's basically just whipped egg whites and sugar.
Yep.
So.
One of the fun things about these recipes, these old recipes, we haven't tried out. There's only a couple of them that we've tried. This one we haven't. So we don't know how it's going to turn out. We're taking them straight out of the recipe book as written. So it should be kind of fun to see if all these are good. Yeah, those.
Should I take those out?
Yeah, they're kind of
They're like
snotty.
Yeah.
I don't know. It probably doesn't matter, but
they're all white and gross. And
knowing that this is going to turn into a pie,
I feel a little bit safer about it then, but
this
is actually like the start of the baby chicken. Like the chicken.
And it's not chicken pie. It's lemon pie.
No, it's lemon pie.
Okay, we're going to set the whites aside, so we don't need those quite yet. All right. The egg yolks have to be beaten. Could you grab a fork?
Yeah, I can grab.
Sorry, egg yolks. Grab a fork. Egg yolks
You said egg yolks.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't smell burning toast or anything. Hopefully I'm not having a little stroke. Okay, so we're gonna just mush those up a little bit. Add a half cup of sugar. So
You can see what's going on there. Just whisking them.
What was it?
All liquidy. This is a weird consistency. So,
Okay,
that's
so
what
we
that
got
looks
our
like. Kind of like
egg yolks slightly. You can put those in the pot here. This is going to go into
a double boiler.
There you go. This is going to go into a double boiler.
Oh yay!
Spatula.
Spatula. Okay.
Okay, scoop that out in there.
Scrape. We like using spatulas because then you hardly waste any of the product that you're using.
All right, the egg product.
All that eggy goodness.
Okay, cool. 4 egg yolks.
Yep.
Half a cup of sugar.
Sugar.
Put that in there, sugar.
Boom.
1/2 cup. Juice of 1 lemon.
Okay.
More.
We need a knife. We didn't cut it in half.
Okay.
Okay.
Juice of 1 lemon.
And it said to strain it, so we're going to use a sieve.
So-
After we use this.
Some folks like to roll it a little bit first.
That gets all the juiciness to crack it up from the
Breaks up some of those little juice
juice pods.
polyps,
Yeah.
juice pods.
Yeah, that's what I like to call them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here. Are you ready on the squisher?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Of course I'm ready. I'm a squisher.
All right, let's try it this way.
Oh, wait, what? You're supposed to do it the other way.
Yeah, I know, but it's a really big lemon. So
It is, yes.
give her a squish.
Ooh, I hope I don't get it in anyone's eyeball. Oh boy. I feel like the juices are just gonna come outside.
Then yeah, there you go.
Ooh, this is a big lemon. So the seed catcher's doing nothing for us, so we're just using the
we got the
sieve.
that seed catcher right there. Give her the onions.
That I do not have.
No, you're getting it. It's almost there.
Is it though, Dad?
Oh my gosh, don't poop your pants.
Do it. And he's using one hand.
Well, no, this is...
That's how it is.
There we go. Okay.
The one-handed... Oh boy, is there still juice in there?
Maybe,
I feel like I could just
Not
squish my
much.
hand.
that's pretty powdery. Okay, let's get the other side. Okay, you want to do this one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give her a squish. Oh, you know what we didn't do?
What?
Zest it first.
Oh, we can...
That's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it after this.
Oh, that
No
was a
big deal. This was the juicy half.
big juicer. Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You.
Making my hand red.
Oh. So sad.
Doesn't make your hands red.
Oh, maybe it does. Just ignore that. Okay.
Okay.
There's one juiced
Zesty,
lemon.
zesty, zesty.
Do you have a cup for that?
Yeah, I do.
Right here.
So-
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a for serious zester. How's it going there?
It's going wonderfully.
Zest your hand.
I'm not gonna zest me.
A little zest of Sadie. Ready to pass the torch there?
No.
Okay.
I feel like you need to do something.
I need to take over because it's in my nature.
Yeah, I know it is, but
You're doing great. You are. You are. You do that half and I'll do this half. Okay, this is pretty close.
I think we're getting it most of it out of the bowl.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Let's squish it together because
Okay.
we're all in this together.
That's pretty good.
so-
It doesn't ask for a lot of zest, but we got
A lot
I
of
think,
zest.
A lot of zest.
So, just peel it off the back and then put it in
Yeah.
there.
Just a
So
pinch.
like that much, a good
Like
size pinch.
call it a half a teaspoon. Yeah. Half a teaspoon. Okay. The
That's a lot of juice.
lemon peel, well, citrus fruit has a lot of pectin in it.
Yes.
So the pectin is probably one of the thickening agents to make this lemon pie filling thick instead of just
Lemon pie. Ooh, that's like a junk pie.
instead of just a lemon soup over meringue. Okay, so we have 4 egg yolks, half cup of sugar, juice of 1 lemon.
Oh yes.
There we are.
That's a lot of juiciness.
Okay, and a little bit of grated rind.
Sprinkle.
Excellent.
Should have gone like
Okay. Now we're gonna cook.
that.
We're gonna cook this over a double boiler until it's thick. So we're going to set this to the side and let this cool. This has to be cold before we do our next step of mixing in the whipped cream. Okay.
Wow.
Rubber scraper, scrape that into the... No. Whipped cream.
Yep.
So let's whip the cream.
Okay.
My goodness. Pow.
Whoa.
Okay, get this guy lined up.
Okay. We love our
Alright.
mixer.
She is a lovely red lady. Okay,
Yeah.
so half a cup of heavy whipping cream.
Yes.
Straight from the cow, if you can.
Probably not.
I mean, probably not.
No.
Pasteurization.
Yeah, it's an important process.
Louis Pasteur.
Why didn't you
Okay.
explain that to them while this is mixing?
Explain the pasteurization process
No, explain how pasteurization got its name.
from Louis Pasteur, who
Yeah, and
discovered little bugs. You can go faster. We're whipping some heavy cream. All right, so. Woo!
how it's done. Whoa! Whoa!
Good thing for aprons, huh?
Oh, Dad,
Okay.
look at this. We could test this like we test egg whites.
I think we should test everything by putting it over your head.
See? Not falling. This is the filling. Johnny Appleseed.
Okay. There is some whipped cream.
Way faster than the mixer
Okay.
is Daddy.
Okay. So now we are going to combine our lemon egg yolk mixture with that whipped cream, assuming this is cool enough.
I'd say it probably is. So
All
we're
right.
gonna put this into that.
Yep.
Okay.
The pan's cool. So this is cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Not a lot of whipped cream here.
No, I'll take it out with the rubber scraper.
Hold it.
Oh man,
What? Did you spill again?
like whipped cream disaster area over here.
Yeah. I feel like it is. Yeah.
Hopefully you have a cat or a dog.
Or maybe you don't, because you don't want it to have a heart attack.
Maybe. All right, so we've got our cream in here. Just gonna fold this together nicely.
Kind of like a lemon swirl.
Kind of like.
Like ice cream. Swirl up that lemon. Swirl up that lemon.
This looks pretty cool.
It does. It's very pretty color yellow.
Our next step is to make the meringue crust. So, 4 egg whites. We had some egg whites, right?
Yeah, right there.
Perfect.
Not tall enough.
You pull it closer to you.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. We could use a hand mixer or a whisk, but we're kind of lazy, so we're going to use a stand mixer. We can get it all set
Apparently,
up here.
I'm too lazy.
You're not lazy. A little bit wimpy, but not lazy.
Okay.
Okay, so we have our stand mixer set up here.
Yep.
We're going to put 4 egg whites in and beat them stiff. So, why don't you go ahead and get those in?
How about you
Norman?
tell them about stiff peaks? So,
And
what does a stiff peak mean, Dad?
let's just start up the mixer and assume that most people who are watching this probably know what a stiff peak is.
Okay.
Crank her up.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So, are you ready, people? Sure. Okay.
Stiff peak.
Woo! I am so glad that worked. I
All right,
would
back
have
over.
big hair.
All right.
Do you put
We
sugar
need-
in that?
we are going to put sugar in that. We need our spatula. Rubber scraper.
Well, spatula.
Rubber scraper. Spatula is the thing you flip pancakes with.
Yeah. You could flip a pancake with this.
You could flip a pancake with it. That's true. Okay, so we have 1 cup of sugar. This is going to get folded in.
The sugar.
So
We don't want to kill the foam though, so we got to be gentle with this. Just fold it up.
And fold things in gently.
I probably should have had the mixer do this.
Nope. This is a hand thing. I'm gonna do a bit of sugar at a time. Egg white origami. Fold away. This is a lot of sugar to put into.
It is. I feel like this is going to be really overly sweet.
That's what the recipe says. That's Legacy Larder.
We follow recipes.
Was great-grandma an awesome cook? Or was this terrible? We'll find out soon enough.
Well, we will know at some point.
Yep. Tune in next week. Legacy Larder.
I feel like our stiff peaks have kind of died.
Not very stiff anymore. This is true. What?
It smells eggy.
It's good. That's good. It's what it's supposed to smell like.
Eggs?
Yeah, if it smelled like old salmon, then...
Here we go.
Yeah, move that for a second. The rubber scraper. Okay. That's the rest of our 1 cup of sugar. Put that folded in. And we're also going to put in a teaspoon of vinegar. Teaspoon of vinegar. Get that folded in.
Like, what will the vinegar do for the meringue?
I don't know. Well,
Okay.
When you're making angel food cake, you put in cream of tartar.
Yeah.
So it's probably something.
Like a substitute for cream of tartar?
Probably.
Okay.
I would guess.
I usually put cream of tartar in when I make meringue.
Because in ye olden days, people would have probably had around more. They'd be more likely to have vinegar around than cream of tartar, I would guess. Unless.
So it's nice, like
But
the white.
maybe without the dental hygiene standards of today, maybe they had lots of tartar. I don't know. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Yep.
And once that's all folded in.
So excited to taste this. My favorite part is the eating.
Yeah.
Like, mixing is fun too, but I like the eating.
That's not folding. That's something else. That's stirring. There you go. Oh. It's going to be like a workout regimen. All this stirring sugar and egg whites and vanilla. So we've got stiff egg whites.
Yeah, we do.
Sugar.
Yep.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have... So we have a pie pan lined with wax paper. To help the wax paper stick, I did smear butter on the pan first and then put the wax paper liner in. Be careful if you do that way. I mean, it worked pretty good. But if you do it that way also, be careful you don't get any butter on the side that's going to be touching the egg whites, because that might have a negative impact on how things go. So they might deflate on you. So
hopefully they don't deflate on us.
Hopefully not. So we're just going to put this into the pie pan. And it looks very beautiful.
It's so pretty.
It's very pretty.
The texture of this is pretty, like, cloud-like.
For those of you who have cooked with clouds before, it's kind of like that.
And it's just really, it's fluffy. It's very, very fluffy.
It is.
It's very light.
It's meringue-like, one might say. Okay, we've got this set up. So this is kind of interesting. This is a lot more than I thought there was going to be. But
yeah, me too.
we followed the directions. So basically making a meringue
cookie.
Big old. Try to get the sides up a little bit. I don't know.
There's just gonna be like a circle of vanilla, like a circle of filling on the top. That's like that was my image of it in my head.
Just like pie filling on the top of this.
Was like I thought it would be like a flat thing with that caved in a little bit, and then a circle of vanilla of filling.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. The recipe doesn't tell us what this is supposed to be like,
nope.
So I'm just kind of smushing it up against the sides. We're going to cook this for 50 minutes. That's 50 minutes at 300 degrees. I have it set to the convection setting just because I like the idea of even heat all around the oven. I don't think it really matters. They didn't have convection in wood-fired stoves and ovens back in the day, so there was no little fancy fan in the inside, so I don't think it matters at all. Use what you got. So into the oven this goes for 50 minutes, and we'll see what that looks like.
Look at that. That looks really good.
Golden, delicious.
Hot.
It's hot.
So, just to recap, this is what the filling looks like. It thickened up a little bit since we put it in the fridge because we thought it was really runny. And, yep. This pie is not going to be served in the pan. We are actually going to try to get it out of there and then peel the wax paper off.
All right, the next part of the directions say to turn on a plate upside down and pick off the paper. So, yeah, it's hot. Just came out of the oven. So, let me get my insulator grabbers here. I'll turn it upside down. See how easily this happens.
Oh no! Ooh.
Nothing happened.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I need to use my opposable thumbs.
Oh, try not to get third-degree burns.
Ouch. Oh, that's hot. Oh.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Ow. Oh.
The pain.
How about a fork?
Okay. Fork to the rescue. Dot's here too.
There's a super crackly crust on the outside, which is really cool. I
Hopefully,
didn't know how this was going to turn out.
Hopefully it's also cool for taking it out. Because,
I think we're...
Are you getting it?
I think so.
Good. It looks a little bit mushy, so I'm hoping it'll hold up. Even if it doesn't, even if it's deconstructed, I bet it'll still taste good.
This is going to be good. We're not going to...
Oh no! Ah! Oh no!
Okay. Well, we're mostly all right here, I think. Okay, so...
This is sticky. Wow.
So now we tear off the wax paper.
Oh,
Gently.
still eggy.
It's very eggy.
Thing is done all the way?
I don't know. That's what the recipe said.
Because this is Legacy Larder, and you never know. Oh. That still looks pretty liquidy.
That's definitely liquid.
Is it going to be safe to eat this?
Yeah, it's just egg whites.
Okay. Should we poke it with a fork?
Sure.
Oh, it comes out cleanish.
Well, that's more for... I don't know.
So, do we have to try to flip it back up again?
No, I don't think that's possible. I I think this is how it's just gonna be.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've followed the directions here. It was the 300-degree oven for 50 minutes. We turned it on a plate upside down and we picked off the paper. That's what it looks like. It is pretty. This is crackly, crusty stuff here.
Sticky.
So then we would pour the filling onto the crust and then cover that with, I think this is still deflating. Maybe not. Maybe it's an optical delusion.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Weird.
What the heck?
Okay. Well, then I think the next step is we'll put the filling on it
Are we gonna whip some cream?
and whip some cream. And
Does
then
it have to cool?
we'll let it cool while I'm whipping the cream.
Okay.
And then we'll
Stay
go on from there.
Here.
So, in my trusty large bowl
Okay.
here, half a cup of heavy whipping cream.
Again.
Again,
Because Daddy's faster than the stand mixer.
I am. Whipped cream.
Beautiful. And this is whipped cream without the sugar.
Yeah, there's no sugar in the whipped cream.
Nope.
Just whipped cream.
Just the cream.
Just the cream. Okay.
I think we're French now.
Meh.
The
Parse.
cream.
Kind of partly French.
Maybe a little.
Not French enough to
Speak French.
be like.
Ooh la la, shambada.
I don't think that's actually French.
Probably not. Très chic.
Okay, très chic. That means very cool, mon ami. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Meringue crust,
Yep.
lemon, egg yolk filling,
Whipped cream.
whipped cream
Without the sugar.
with no sugar.
Whoa.
Okay. So first, let's get our delicious.
Delicioso.
We could concentrate on cooking. We're better at that than languages.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, there's our lemon
That
topping.
looks interesting.
Looks delicious, is what it looks like.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can see
but
the little bits.
zestiness is
Yeah, the little bits of zest in there. That looks pretty
darn tasty.
pretty darn tasty. Yum.
Yupper.
That is Yum Town to the max right there.
Definitely.
Okay. There's that. Now, this wee little bit of whipped cream, put on top.
Okay.
Oh, maybe if we were going to do this again, it may be better to like.
What
Well,
are you doing?
I'm just kind of
Are you
Giving some
scattering
dollop,
or
yeah.
sprinkling or
right because
something
there's not enough in here.
to be like a full cover?
Right.
So it's what's
Oops.
that abstract?
Yeah. Kind of an
Kind of
abstract
like
thing.
an abstract piece.
Yeah. Good Jackson
work.
Pollock. Oh my gosh.
Yummy.
Looks beautiful. That is a lemon pie in meringue crust. This is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, give it a try. How is the recipe? Is it not cooked? Let me try.
It's not. It's definitely not cooked.
Oh, okay.
It's really spongy. The filling tastes really good.
Filling does taste really good.
It's really lemony.
But I think you're right on the not cooked part.
And the meringue is super sweet and chewy.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, here are our takeaways from this one.
And the whipped cream doesn't need sugar because everything else is so
It's
sweet.
very sweet.
Oh.
So, here are the takeaways. Probably increase cooking time.
Yeah.
What do you say? Another 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe? It wasn't a very, it's not dark brown, but you saw it.
I'd say 15.
The
And if it needs more, 20.
the crust of the meringue was not burnt, not even close to burnt.
No.
So it could go a little bit longer. This is still plenty edible. It's just that the meringue is a little bit soft. If that's what you like, stick with it. 50 minutes at 300. If you like your meringue a little bit more done, then I would say...
Because it comes out like that.
Well, this isn't all bad. It's a very delicate...
It's very delicate, yes.
It's a very delicate thing. Let me have the tip this time and see if...
The very, like, the back?
The part with the egg.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Kiddo, I think that might be...
Like, it's done enough.
I think it's... Yeah, I think it's meant to be that way.
Right,
You could cook it a little bit longer if you want.
I feel like 5 minutes, maybe, actually, or like 5 or 10, because 15 or 20 would probably burn it.
That lemon is so good.
Yeah, everything
Okay.
is pretty strong, though.
Oh yeah, it's a lemon pie. Should be. Okay. Thinking about this a little bit more. I think this is just meant to be a really delicate pie. So, if you try it out yourself, take a look at that bottom of the meringue in your pie pan, and if you like the looks of it when you take the wax paper off, cool. Job done.
Tell us about it.
If you think it should be a little bit drier, because you want more of a stiff meringue crust, bake it another 10 to 20 minutes. Just watch that top so it doesn't get too dark on you. And but this, like the flavor of this lemon filling is out of this world.
Yeah.
It's tart, it's sweet.
Really good.
It's beautiful. A beautiful combination of flavor. So give it a shot. Let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, it'd mean the world to us if you could like and subscribe. Well, like old recipes, it's the Legacy Larder. I'm Andy.
I'm Sadie. Fun in the kitchen and make mistakes.
Have fun in the kitchen. Make mistakes.
Yeah.
Be good to each other.
Goodbye.